Hello, I'm Pauline Rowson, author of the D.I. Andy Horton Solent Murder Mystery series. The Rat Island Murders is number 14 in the D.I. Andy Horton series, featuring my rugged and flawed detective who rides a Harley-Davidson and lives on board a small yacht in Southsea Marina. Rat Island is a small island in Portsmouth Harbour. It's the burial ground of French prisoners who were captured between 1819 and 1854 and were held in captivity on the prison hulk in Portsmouth Harbour called HMS York. Many were transported to Australia. Others were put to hard labour building the fortifications around Gosport and Portsmouth. And of course, many died. They were buried on Rat Island, or Burrow Island to give its correct name. It's uninhabited and it's owned by the Ministry of Defence, so landing on it is prohibited. However, someone does, and he unearths 5 skeletons. The forensic archaeologist, Dr. John Lauder, deems that 4 of them are indeed from the 19th century, but the 5th skeleton is much more recent, and it's female. She's been murdered. How was she murdered? Who murdered her? How did she get there? Why was she killed? All these and many more questions D.I. Andy Horton and his team have to get answers to in order to solve the mystery. The detectives dubbed the 5th skeleton Quintessa. They set out to discover her past and what led to her tragic and gruesome death. Then Andy Horton gets a mysterious telephone call from a lady called Adele Goldsby, the daughter of a Portsmouth politician who died in slightly suspicious circumstances some years ago. She says she has some critical information to give Horton and she needs to meet him on board the Isle of Wight ferry, the White Link ferry that sails from Portsmouth to the Isle of Wight. Well, Horton can ill afford the time to spend 40 minutes crossing to the island and 40 minutes back, but he's persuaded by her to do so. Adele doesn't show up. Andy is obviously annoyed about this, but as the investigation into that 5th skeleton, which the detectives have dubbed Quintessa, progresses, Andy becomes more and more convinced that her death is somehow connected with the Portsmouth politician's death. And where is Adele Goldsby? Why has she disappeared? Why doesn't she come forward? Andy is convinced that something untoward is going on there. Now all he has to do is convince his bosses. So the Rat Island Murders is number 14 in the D.I. Andy Horton series. And I hope you enjoy reading it.